freelance writer, Janice Seagraves. Welcome to my channel. For some reason, it's really hard to talk about where ideas come from. For some, it can be something that they read or something they saw on TV that sparked an idea. A conversation can also light the imagination. For others, a dream or a daydream. Most authors simply do not know where their ideas come from, only their characters prance out of the back of their mind fully formed. How did I get the idea for my book, Alien Heart? It all started with a dream. I dreamed of a red-headed woman. Let's call her Audrey. In my dream, someone knocked on Audrey's door. She opened the door to a white-haired, handsome man. Alien. Does anybody remember the 1982 TV series, The Phoenix? The alien looked like Judson Scott, the star of the show. Let's call him Keith. Keith told Audrey he liked her show. What show? I had no clue. The next morning, Audrey woke up in a cabin in the woods and heard the noise of someone in the shower. When that person walked out of the bathroom with a towel wrapped around his hips, it was the same one who had knocked on her door, Keith, the white-haired alien. And he explained to her that they were mated, and she was pregnant with his child. She, of course, was not happy. He made her breakfast, which she could barely eat. Later that same morning, Keith had a visitor. Another alien who looked like him. While they were visiting, Audrey snuck out and climbed the creek that ran behind the cabin. She ran splashing through the water, racing to escape. But Keith and his friend called to her to stop and ran after her, and they jumped from boulder to boulder like grasshoppers. Kind of funny how dreams work sometimes, huh? And Audrey looked back and fell and hurt her knee. Keith picked her up and took her to the clinic, where their alien doctor looked at her. He also told her there was no phones and no way out of the alien compound. That one dream launched my book, well, the entire series really, of Chronicles of Archon. Except I changed a few things. Audrey became the host of Miss Fix-It show, teaching people how to fix or make things. I was called Miss Fix-It for a while because I did woodworking and I fixed some things. And I figured, it's good enough for me, it's good enough for my main character. Keith got his name because of, it's close to Kiefer Sutherland's name, and he played a light blonde vampire on Lost Boys. And my aliens got their fangs, which they only used during the first mating. Their Archons all remain tall and thin, with white hair. One over 6 foot tall. Some are muscular, and the muscular ones are in the military. And I like to turn things on their head when I write. And so instead of a male-dominated society like we have, I gave the aliens a female-dominated society. But unfortunately, all their females died on the way from their planet to Earth. And because the females had all died, they needed human females for their mates. And to continue with my theme of turning things on their head, since our society holds the military and all the armed forces in high regard, I had the Archons military being not in high regard. That is a dumping ground for their aggressive and dominant males to teach them discipline. And I decided that Keith needed a brother from the military. Enter Blade with his dark sense of humor. And they could barely stand each other. So what was the glue that I needed to hold these two men together? Well, I gave them a little brother named Paz, who's underage and still need to be raised. And they raised him together. And just for fun, I made the Archons smell great and their kisses taste like candy. This is the blurb I wrote for Alien Heart. Divorced and single mom, hardworking Audrey Westbury is the host of a cable TV show called Miss Fix-It. Romance was the last thing on Audrey's mind when two handsome extraterrestrials joined the audience of her show. Soon Audrey found out a single word, mated, means something different when you're born a galaxy away. After a wonderful night of passion, Audrey finds herself far from home, impregnated, and her life turned upside down. Will she ever be able to leave the alien compound, see her son again, or get home in time to film the fall season of the Mix Fix-It show? But what's a girl to do with two aliens that smell like candy and their kisses taste like it too? Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and I'll film another one next week. Bye. Okay? Okay.
Simple ice-cream.
Shh. I'm trying to film. Okay? Alien. What is it, honey? Okay, but you have to be quiet. I'm trying to film, okay? Hey, guys. Come over here. I don't want you over there that far. Come over here. Come on. Dart, I want you to come over here on the carpet. Come over here on the carpet.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And you too. Come on, baby. Yes. Come on the carpet. Come over here and play in the Batmobile or something.
Yeah.
Or just sit right there. Why don't you just sit right there and play? You sit and maybe he'll sit. Okay? What's the matter, babies? What's the matter?